Good Sunday, everybody. I just wanted to go online for a little bit and see what y'all been up to on this rainy day, actually, in South Bend, Indiana. It is pretty nasty. We're gonna get some really bad storms, actually, throughout today, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of nasty weather. And so I went out earlier and did my errands. Went to the dollar store and got a bunch of stuff I needed. And was up kind of late last night because I was watching the football game. My Irish beat USC. So, woohoo, happy for that. I can't remember, honestly, the last time that they even beat USC. So, I was glad for that. Um, as you can tell, that was my kitty cat. She wanted to say hello to everybody. So what is everybody up to? I'm just kind of hanging out at home right now because we're gonna get like lots of rain. I think they said like 4 or 5 storms, honestly, between now and Monday. Um, have you guys seen any movies lately? Is there anybody that's gone out and seen the any movies this month at all? Are you guys got any fun plans? Like anybody going out anywhere? Sorry, my cat apparently wants to be in the video, so you can obviously hear her. Hang on, I might have to move this. Okay. My cat wanted to like play with the camera, so um yeah, what is everybody doing? You guys doing anything fun? Um I was watching football and then I got really bored with it, so I turned it off. Um it's really hard being a Chicago Bears fan cuz they're not very good anymore. So after a while you just kind of watch half the game and you're like, yeah, this isn't really going anywhere. Um, yeah, I know, Kitty. Hi. Hey, Purrface. Let's turn it around here. Maybe you guys be able. There she is. So yeah, you can't believe October is halfway over. Before we know it, we're gonna eventually have Halloween and then Thanksgiving. Anybody looking forward to like shopping online? I know some people do that now. I might be doing that this year instead of going out to the stores. The store thing is just really crazy, and it's just, I don't know. There's just too many people, and I don't feel like you're really saving as much money on things that you really could just buy online. Um, who out there yesterday watched the football games? Um, we've had a lot of shakeups, honestly. So who knows what's going to happen with the college football playoff situation. Um, I spent half this week actually organizing some of my house, putting up some collages on my wall with comic books and some posters. And then I spent yesterday jarring hot peppers from the market. I jarred about 9 jars actually with my friend. And then we're both going to have peppers for the winter basically. Because the market unfortunately will not be open after November 10th, I believe. So that's when we have to go out and get our supplies for winter, um, with fresh vegetables. And I like to get my hamburger and my Wisconsin cheese and a bunch of other stuff. Um, I think that there's a lot of weird stuff going on in sports right now. Um, yeah, I don't know. And so, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well. And I'm just kind of hanging out. Um, I might make some hamburgers later or some hot dogs on the grill. Um, and if anybody's new to the channel, thank you for subscribing and adding me. I'm going to start doing a little bit more reviews of TV shows and movies upcoming. I'm going to review American Horror Story, um, probably a few other shows. The Treehouse of Horror Simpsons episode, definitely I'll review that, because that's one of my favorite things around this time of year to watch. Um, and what else? Tonight I'll be watching WWE Network because I'm going to be watching TLC, where Kurt Angle is making his return to the ring for the company. He's not wrestled for WWE since 2007, so that should be kind of interesting. And the Asuka debut match should be interesting against Emma. Um, yeah, I know there's a lot of Walking Dead fans out there. I can't really say that I've seen an episode of Walking Dead since season 4. That's kind of when I lost my interest with it. Um, I don't know. I just lost total interest in it after season 4. I don't know. I just started watching other things that I got more interested in. Like I watched a lot of like Game of Thrones and a lot of other shows that I thought were a little bit more interesting, honestly, with the characters. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some people out there who could kind of give me some updated information, maybe on what's even going on Walking Dead in the show. Again, I've never even seen an updated episode. I lost track. I haven't seen an episode since season 4, so I have no idea who's alive, who's not alive. I don't know. There's more shows that I got more interested in, involved in watching, and um, yeah, I don't know. I started watching a lot of Netflix and Hulu, and just kind of stopped watching AMC entirely. Um, I mean, Breaking Bad was amazing, and I watched all that. I liked that show. Um, Better Call Saul isn't bad. Yeah. I don't know. There's just so many other shows that I thought were better than that. So that's what that's what I was watching. Basically, was just a bunch of more different shows. Um, Netflix has a lot of good shows. I think Strange Things is one of their best shows they've ever directed and put on there. And I think that it's going to continue with its success. Um, Hulu definitely has a lot of original shows that are amazing. Um, Harlots is a good show. Handmaiden's Tale is good. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's just so many good shows out there right now that it's really hard to like describe. Um, what shows are better than other shows. Um, I mean, I even think like Destination America, they have good shows. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that there's just so much good television shows that it's hard to keep up with everything. Um, but I definitely like a lot of the Halloween episodes of the TV shows. I think that those are part of this time of year, the great things that you're gonna get out of it. Um, and I can't really afford a costume for Halloween this year. Um, I've been hunting pretty much all over the place for something that's reasonable, and I couldn't find anything that was under like $25. Um, and Halloween USA is definitely not a place to go get a costume at because they have a policy where some stores you can't really return your costume, even if it doesn't fit, which I don't like. I think Fun Effects is a much better store. I think that they have so much more variety. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why costumes are so expensive now. Um, and I don't think that there's a lot of creativity anymore either, like there used to be. Um, are there any people out there that are gonna go places this week? Maybe some of the haunted houses that are opening, haunted attractions. I know that those are opening up, and I think that they're gonna be open till the end of November, I believe. I hope everybody is well and you're enjoying your day. I'm just kind of hanging out. Um, really hoping that the WWE Network server's not going to crash tonight because of the storms. That would kind of stink because I want to watch the pay-per-view and I wanted to review it. So I'm kind of hoping that that can still happen. I don't really want to like have my server crash and my internet go out. That would kind of suck. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully not. What are you guys making? Baking any Halloween cookies out there? Or cornbread? Rice Krispie treats are always good around this time of year. I think it's really crazy that here in town that they only give the kids an hour to go trick or treating. I think that's like a total shame. In fact, let's talk about that for a little bit. Why has trick or treating and the fun aspects of Halloween become more about like not fun things? Like parents are so terrified apparently to let their kids like enjoy Halloween that they would just rather drive them around from house to house instead of actually having them walk and enjoy the time with their friends. I mean, when I was younger, we just took a pillowcase and just went around basically to all the neighbors and filled it up with the candy and came home. And we used to have Halloween parties at school, and I don't know. Halloween used to be much more interesting and much more fun. Um, and now it's just, it sounds like it's just total nonsense. Like,
parents won't let kids like enjoy the holiday or even have like Halloween parties anymore. It's like you've taken the fun part out of Halloween entirely and you just made it more about like safety and like not eating sugary foods, and it's like that's part of like Halloween is eating sugary foods and having Halloween parties and dressing up in costumes and scaring each other. I mean, I don't know, like I get the whole thing about safety and stuff, but I think they're just taking it like way too far. Like I have a niece that's like 11 or 12 and she like goes to a school that pretty much like outlawed costumes at school, and their Halloween party is basically just gonna be them like having popcorn in the gym and like watching a movie. They're not allowing them to have costumes at all. Like I think that that's totally ridiculous. Oh yeah, and they're not even gonna have like candy for them. Apparently they're just gonna like bake cookies and like apple cider, and I'm like, yeah, that's not Halloween. Like, I'm sorry, but like when I was young, when we had parties and stuff, like we actually had like fun and we watched good movies. I don't know, like it's just such a shame that the fun part of the holiday is just completely taken away now, and and it's too expensive to even buy a costume now too. Like, I don't know. What are people dressing up for? You guys got places to go? Halloween parties this year? Again, if you're new to the channel, I do a little bit of everything. I review movies, I do funny videos. Um, yeah, I don't know, I just have fun. I'm basically here to entertain you guys and to have fun and do movie reviews and TV shows, talk about music, maybe sports, wrestling. Yeah, I don't know, a little bit of everything. I definitely appreciate all the support that you guys have given the channel and the positive feedback. Yeah, I don't know. I really love that you guys are supporting the channel and leaving comments and how about some more suggestions, you guys, for some future movie reviews or TV shows? What do you guys want to see? Just comment in the section below, and I'm pretty much open to reviewing anything now. Um, we can even talk about, the world if you guys want to, and what you think is interesting. What about the eclipse? That was kind of cool. I know they said like several days after that there was a lot of strange things that were happening around the world. Like a lot of UFOs around Hawaii and some of the tropical areas. And that's kind of interesting subject because it wasn't just Hawaii, it was all over basically. They also found like a bunch of like ancient lost cities and things like that recently. And they may have found Cleopatra's tomb and her mummy possibly. Nefertiti, they found her too and her mummy. They did that with computer science pretty much. I would love to go to Egypt. I think that would be awesome just to go in all the pyramids and look around. I wanted to do that since I was a kid. I've been fascinated with archaeology my whole entire life. I was literally that kid when on the museum trips that they would have to just grab me and drag me to the bus and take me home because otherwise I would just like sneak in there and stay because that's just how incredibly interested I was in like everything in ancient Egypt and Rome and Greek mythology and stuff. That's how much I was into it. Like I don't know. Is there anybody else out there that's into any of that stuff? I find Native American history very interesting too. And what about Columbus Day? Is there anybody else out there that thinks that we shouldn't even celebrate that because the Native Americans technically were here before like anybody was here. Think about that for a minute. Like that makes no sense whatsoever. Like the Native Americans were here before Columbus even sailed here and supposedly found like America. I'm like, yeah, that makes no sense because the Native Americans were already here. They already thousands and thousands of years they were already here populating the country. So to me that's like poopy. That makes no sense to me. Why are we celebrating some dumbass from Spain who supposedly, if you look at the history, like the real history, he wasn't even really that nice of a person, honestly, to any of his crew. Anywho, yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just say hello to everybody. Probably gonna jump off here. Um, I might do another live stream some other time. Um, so yeah, if you guys like what I was talking about or have suggestions on anything you want me to review or some funny things you want me to do, I'm more than willing to do it. And definitely into TV shows and sports and other stuff. So hopefully everybody has a wonderful day. I'm out.